Because back when you were drafted, there was more than 7 rounds in the NFL. You were drafted in the 10th round to the
I was
Denver
drafted.
Broncos, man. Let's start at the very beginning because I'm sure it's been a while since you've been able to tell your story. What was that like for young Virgil?
Well, it was a little different, like you said back then. I believe, there were 12 rounds. I got drafted in the 10th, and I was actually sitting in my dorm, not in the room, but in the hallway, and I got a phone call in our hallway dorm, and I had to go from the lobby back up to the hallway to receive the phone call from uh, Red Miller that I
Mm.
got drafted.
That was probably pretty much normal for most people. So are they like, do they call you and say call back? Are they waiting on the line for you to make this trek to the phone?
Actually, at that time, I believe was some, like I said, someone answered the phone and came downstairs. I stayed on the fourth floor, and the lobby area was on I think it was on like the third floor, second or third floor. So they came to get me, and I went back upstairs to receive the phone call in the hallway. So it was probably, I'd say, about a three a 3 minute 3 to 5 minute transition time.
That is so different than what we see today, right? Because we know now the NFL draft today is just such a big event. People are either going to the draft or they're just surrounded by their loved ones. They're in the living room. What was it like taking that call and what it sounds like just a public setting right there? I mean, you see how special and what these moments mean when you watch the draft today. Was it still a special moment for you?
It was a special moment because I'm sitting there, and I had been receiving information about I would be drafted here, there, whatever, but I wasn't really excited until it actually happened. And when it happened, like I said, it was a phone call upstairs, and I had to. The guy came. I can't remember who it was that came to get me. Um, and I, went back upstairs. I don't know if I ran upstairs, hopped, or whatever, but I got upstairs and received a phone call.
And then after that phone call, right? Because again, you at college, what do you do right after that? Do you call family? Do you call your mom? What how did you react to that news once you hang up that phone? Because again, it's a very different setting than what we're used to seeing people get drafted in.
It is a very different setting. And the first thing that I did, and I always do when there's some type of news or something that I'm involved in, I call my mama, and I told her what was going on. And I was telling her, I says, I don't know what to do. I just received a phone call. I got drafted, and she said, "Okay, let me make some phone calls." And my mom made some phone calls and got me an agent who was not actually an agent at the time. He was a an attorney in my hometown.